Hello, everyone. So, I am Carl Hayden Smith, Professor Carl Hayden Smith, and I am very glad to be here in New York with all these amazing humans. And I just wanted to start with a bit of an embodiment practice. So I don't know whether you've ever practiced your peripheral vision, but I want you to stop looking at me, stop looking at the stage, and try and take in your whole 180-degree view. So try and defocus your eyes, keep your head still, and really just try and take in the whole of your 180-degree view as one image. And you may notice, as you do this, that your whole physiology starts to calm down. So this is what athletes do before a big race. This is what I do before a big talk. But just defocus, take in your whole 180-degree view. It couldn't be a much better place to do that than in Times Square. And just notice what's in your peripheral vision, like what's right in the corners of your vision. And again, do this when you want to calm yourself down, calm down your nervous system, and just take this away, because this is a very core skill that helps you connect to yourself. Now I want to pass over to Rebecca.
Thank you, Carl. The power of we. Us. We. Not she. Not he. It comes from within. We've forgotten who we are and how powerful we are. War. It will never win. Only love from within. It's not about pouring out before you pour in. It's not about only pouring in. It's understanding we are the powerful ones. Nothing else is needed. When we connect, we win. Not when we fight. When we love, we win. But more than love is the understanding it is us. We are the powerful ones. We are powerful beyond measure, but we have forgotten who we are and how powerful we are. We have all experienced moments of this. We have everything that we need. We are the ones we need. We have forgotten. We're scared of our power. We try to control it. We try to control everything, everyone, and trauma sets in. Trauma. We're fractured. We've forgotten how powerful we are. Remember with me. No, not with me, with we. We are the powerful ones. We each have a role to play. We need each other to truly see. We need each other. We need each other. We each have a role to play. It's not about me or you, but it is at the same time. Now is the moment, the time we remember. We remember it's us. We are the powerful ones. It's time we share our stories. It's time for us to know we each hold a role. We each hold a piece. We each are a piece of peace. Peace, why is it spelled so many different ways? That C, it changes from community to communication to collaboration. No one more important, each one wildly important. We each are a piece of peace. We are each a piece of peace. It can't be done without you. It can't be done without us. Without we. We are powerful beyond measure, but only when we remember it's about we. Thank you. I want to dedicate that to my mother, Susan Irby. She passed yesterday, and this is a really special moment for her, for our family, and for all of us to remember how intimately and interconnected we truly all are. Passings aren't an ending. It is a continuation and a journey. And thank you for being here with me on this one. want to welcome two incredible humans. We have Carl Hayden Smith and Paco with us today. We are going to talk a little bit about some incredible initiatives that are going on at the United Nations. So as you've heard, this is an official side event of the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues. It is also Earth Day. This is the first time in 25 years that these two events have been connected. And we feel it is critical and important for all of you to know about the work that is happening. I know we think about the United Nations as a place of nations, but we are really moving to make the United Nations of the people. And we're going to talk about what that's going to look like and how you all can get involved as well.
Yeah.
So, Paco, please let us know about some of the work that you're doing in Mexico City and Bolivia with our good friend Lionel.
Yes, thank you very much, Rebecca. Well, I'm part of an incredible and amazing project in Mexico City called Huerto Roma Verde. That is a biosocial lab and an integrated community. And we work for three important principles. The first one is the acknowledgement and wisdom of the indigenous communities. The second is the social biology, and the third is the permaculture. So we meet Tata Leonel Cerruto, a Bolivian elder, that he came to Huerto, and he started to talk what he is doing, and was a great coincidence because we are working in a learning communities and create a network that we call Biosocial Regenerative Mycelium. And when he talked about his create a network called Pachacuti and a school from the Mother Earth, was a very incredible connection because we are working in the same direction, the direction to involve, interconnect people, collectives, organizations, and of course, an important network of indigenous community in Ecuador, Bolivia, Peru, Colombia, Guatemala, and Mexico. So we are working in that with many peoples that are involved in that important thing, because the purpose of that project is how can we create a new humanity that is working for the earth.
Thank you so much, Paco. I'm not sure, but we had a video. Is that going to play?
Yeah.
So can we cue that?
We are the Kausai School of Mother Earth. We're composed of diverse biocultures and indigenous communities from Bolivia and Ayala who work to care for and defend Mother Nature. This is a large goal, and we need cooperation from all corners of the globe to begin to achieve it. For this purpose, we've established the Pachacuti Ayala network. Today, Mother Earth is being ferociously attacked by current development systems that don't view her as a living being with rights, but rather as a natural resource to be exploited and commercialized. This situation is leading to climate change, as well as ecological, climatic, social, political, and economic catastrophes, and is a symptom of a civilizational crisis that is destroying the health of our Mother Earth, or, as we say in the Andes, Pachamama. We need to alert the world that with each passing day under the current model of globalized development, we are jeopardizing our own future and that of our children. It is time to awaken from this nightmare, bring about change in our lives, and enter the planetary Pachacuti, the shift in the life cycle of our planet and of the cosmos, the change of civilization. In the continent of Ayala, diverse indigenous peoples, cultures, and civilizations have cared for Mother Earth for millennia. They are bearers of ancestral wisdom and knowledge, and today to share with humanity the intercultural search for our construction of another possible world. One that is sustainable, healthy, and embodies the good living of our Mother Earth. We invite you to be part of Kausai School of Mother Earth. to work with new generations of children and youth from different cultures in Bolivia, Ayala, and the world, spreading the ancestral wisdom inherited through generations to create new models of healthy, resilient, and regenerative life in harmony with our Mother Nature, Pachamama. We need your participation and that of all cultures from every corner of the planet to create a new civilization rooted in love for life and for our Mother Earth. Join the global campaign to defend and protect our Mother Earth through our Pachacuti network. Support and participate in Kausai School of Mother Earth's initiatives. A healthy world and community life for all culture is possible. Join us and work towards this goal.
So, thank you for watching, and we are going to talk about how you can get involved and how we are bringing this school, the School of Mother Earth, to the United Nations and to the world. But before we get to that, Carl, I wanted to bring you into the conversation and ask, what are we in jeopardy of losing when we don't have a connection to the Earth, especially for our young people today?
Yeah, well, we actually asked young people, what would you rather lose, your sense of smell or your smartphone? And what did you think they chose? Of course, they all chose to lose their sense of smell. So what does it mean when we are jeopardizing our own nature, our own senses? And what is the link between learning and, being in nature? I think when we're moving through space, one thing we lost during the pandemic was something called optic flow. And optic flow is, as we've just practiced with the peripheral vision, it's things moving past you as you walk in and through space. And again, young people were taken to the Amazon rainforest, and they were unable to see into depth because of myopia, staring at screens. They couldn't see far enough into the space that they were privy to. So what have we lost? What is being lost in terms of our humanity? And how do we go down a more hyper-human route rather than a transhuman route? Because all the billionaires are basically playing out the playbook of the transhuman, where we're going to basically be asked to install our mobile phones directly in our brains. And what are we losing when we're becoming so transhuman? So I'm trying to teach my children, my students at the University of East London, how do we be aware of what's happening to our cognition, our creativity, and our imaginations.
Thank you, Carl. It sounds like our interconnectivity is key to our survival. Paco, I wanted to ask you, when we start to try and translate these indigenous ways, these knowledge systems, when we try to bring them into an urban setting or a Western university, what are some of the principles that we must not lose when we make that translation?
Well, I think that everybody here knows that we are living in a very huge civilizatory crisis. The social, environmental, and climate crisis are a result of the end of civilization that are living right now. And we need open new hope. And that hope, the indigenous community have the acknowledgement and wisdom to bring us the opportunity to make the things different. Seek to think, how can we create a new cultural, economic, political, and social structures that dialogue with the Mother Earth, not against the Earth like now. So that's very important. Stay here, sitting in Times Square, in this place that represents the symbol of the capitalism, the symbol of the consume, and talk about this. Connect with the indigenous acknowledgement is very important, because, like I said, is a window for hope, and I'm sure that we are working in that direction.
Thank you, Paco. And as we talk about this hope and this understanding, I want to share a really exciting announcement through Co-NGO, which is the Conference of NGOs and Consultative Status at the United Nations. We are launching an NGO Academy, but we're really looking at this as the UN for the people. It's going to have 3 pillars. We're looking at citizen journalism, which we find to be really critical in this moment of accountability and making sure that we have an accurate historical record moving forward. Our second pillar is about global citizenship, or where I call being a good human, understanding our connection to the planet. This is where the school that Paco is talking about, and Lionel, our friends in South and Central America, and all of the different Earth schools around the planet are coming together and joining forces. Even with the Eastern London University from Carl, so many different institutions are coming together to be a part of this initiative. And we are inviting you, if you are an educator, an advocate, an activist, and you want to get involved and help out in this worldwide huge initiative, you can visit www.ngodignity.org. So we're gonna put that up on the screen a little bit later, but I do want to close out with Carl asking you one last question and then asking you to lead us in an embodiment exercise. So we hear this word embodiment and we hear about consciousness, but I'm wondering if you could tell us and clue us in, what is that really and why is it important, and then lead us through that activity.
Yeah, sure. So how many of you write by hand? So you may say I'm writing by hand. If you write by hand, it's a whole brain activity, like playing an instrument. And if you do whole brain activities, you're much more likely to actually learn. You're much more likely to not get dementia and Alzheimer's. So writing by hand is essential. I always recommend my students start doing that straight away. But also it's about repetition, and we're going to do a couple more embodiment exercises. I think the key thing is that we can change our states. You know, almost altered states are very popular in the zeitgeist right now, but what about altered traits? So how do we actually go from an altered state to an altered trait? An altered trait is lasting change. And I think that's the thing that we really want to aim for. Altered states are cheap, but altered traits are earned. So really it's about long-lasting practice that makes the world a better place and makes your community a better place. So I think that the key thing is that we've heard about AI. A lot of us are very worried about AI, but I think one of the benefits of AI is that what it can't take away from us is our subjective embodied experience. And a lot of our cognition will be taken and done very easily. But being in communitas, being together, will be what's left. So I think that's a hope for the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's do another couple of embodiment exercises. So this first one's called Listening Layers, and it's quite an interesting space to do this exercise. But what I want you to first do is close your eyes, and then I want you to listen, and this is the most challenging part. Can you hear your own breath? So this is the near layer. And then the mid layer is the voices around you. So focus on the voices around you. And then the far layer is the traffic and the wind and anything natural out there. So this exercise is really to encourage this felt experience of living in a nested ecology through sound. And the benefit, if you can do this in Times Square, you can do it anywhere, is that it reframes noise as an ecosystem, helping us feel located in space rather than overwhelmed. So that was the listening layers embodied experience. And the final one, this is called Air on Skin Scan. So this is really about your nature connection in an industrial space like we're in. So again, keep your eyes closed. And I want you to notice the air on your forehead. Just focus on the air hitting your forehead. And then feel the air on your cheeks and on your hands. And just say this silent sentence to yourself: I share this air. I share this air. So the point of this exercise is it creates immediate nature connection through the atmosphere, even in the middle of the city. Thank you so much for your attention and for all of your wonderful souls.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's been such an honor and a pleasure to be here with you in Times Square. And again, if you're an educator, an advocate, anyone who's interested in joining us, please check out www.ngodignity.org. We'll see you there.